Hey everyone, vitamin C is one of the most researched skincare ingredients out there. It has the most evidence to show its benefits for collagen production, fighting free radicals, and also reducing dark spots. And unfortunately, ascorbic acid, which is the pure form of vitamin C, is one of the most irritating ingredients that I've personally used, and I don't consider myself someone with sensitive skin, and I know a lot of other people have had a similar experience, causing us to shy away from using this ingredient, which is unfortunate because of all of its benefits. But luckily, I've been able to find a way to incorporate it into my skincare routine, and now I use it somewhat regularly, at least like 3 or 4 times a week. I want to go over 7 mistakes that I and other people make when starting to incorporate vitamin C into their routine. Hopefully this will help you if you're one of those people. So number 1 is using it too frequently. I don't think that it's stressed enough that you should ease your way into using vitamin C because of how irritating it can be to certain people. For me, I didn't consider myself to have sensitive skin because I can use, it only took me a few months of using tretinoin, for example, to get to the point where I could wear it every single day. And so I didn't consider myself someone who had sensitive skin, but when it came to vitamin C, that was just irritating right off the bat. And for some reason, when I first started using it, I couldn't find a way to get it to work. And I don't think people stress this enough, that you should treat it like any other irritating ingredient, like a retinoid, in that, you might only be able to use it once or twice a week for a good couple months until you can start using it regularly. So using it too frequently definitely got me off on the wrong foot with vitamin C. And if you find yourself trying to hit the road running too fast using vitamin C, you might want to slow down and treat it like any other irritating ingredient. Number 2 is using too much of the vitamin C, and using too much can be as, if not more, irritating than using it too frequently. I'm actually using a couple of vitamin C's right now. This one is a 7.5% L-ascorbic acid. And when I first started using it, I was getting probably like 10 drops of this. Now I only use like 3 to 5 drops, and I'll apply it actually I'll go over this later, but I apply it to wet skin, and that way I only need a few drops and it can be distributed evenly because that's how wet skin works. Anyway, so maybe try using less if you're having problems with this. It definitely went a long way for me. A little goes a long way, in other words. Whatever. Number 3 is not trying vitamin C derivatives. So vitamin C derivatives can be encapsulated, or they can be a mixture between ascorbic acid and some other molecule. So one that I'm using is called Nuventin, and I don't know, I think it's just private label, so you can find similar, pretty much the same formula from other companies. But this one has aminopropyl ascorbyl phosphate, and that is basically just ascorbic acid incorporated with another molecule called 3-APPA. And the thing with derivatives is that they're not as well researched as ascorbic acid, and that's why I think people don't give them a lot of credence. But this one does have a small study done by the manufacturer with 33 participants showing a significant reduction in wrinkles over a period of 8 weeks. And I think that anecdotally, other people have found that vitamin C derivatives are less irritating, but also can have some of the same benefits as ascorbic acid, although it tends to take longer to see those benefits. But if it's something that you're able to use, it might be better than ascorbic acid if you're not able to use ascorbic acid, if you know what I mean. And I personally will alternate between using this, which is the vitamin C derivative, and this one, which is the ascorbic acid. And I still don't even use vitamin C every day. It might be every other day, and then I'll still alternate. Number 4 is not wearing it at night. And the common misconception is that you have to wear vitamin C or other antioxidants in the morning before you go outside to protect yourself from UV damage and pollutants. But the reality is that your skin produces free radicals for hours after it comes into contact with sunlight. And so using it after any contact with the sun could actually be even better for you than using it before. Not to mention that vitamin C and other antioxidants build up in the body and the skin cells specifically over time. And so when you use it every night or every morning or whatever it is, it's not just that that's only gonna benefit you for the next few hours. It builds up and can last forever in theory. I personally use it at night because the other reason is that for people who are irritated by vitamin C, you have several hours of sleeping for your skin to deal with any irritation that occurs versus just using it like right in the morning before you go out and then having to deal with having irritated skin, which is not ideal when you're out in the sun. So that's why I personally use it at night, and I think other people should as well. And if you're really like getting to the point where you can tolerate vitamin C, using it both morning and night would be like a two-hitter and could be really, really good for you. And you could potentially see better benefits that way. The number 5 mistake is using it with other irritating ingredients, which I mentioned briefly before. So anything that irritates your skin, like an exfoliant, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, for some people, retinoids. But I think for other people, they might not realize like using 2 irritating ingredients on top of each other can make it a lot worse. And so if you like to use other exfoliants, maybe using those on alternating nights that you're not using vitamin C at first. And then as you work your way up and build a tolerance to it, you could incorporate them in the same routine. Final mistake I want to point out is not paying attention to consuming vitamin C through your diet. So this one I think is a little controversial, but studies have been done that show that eating antioxidants is one way in which you can protect yourself from UV damage. Although it's not the best way, I think almost all studies show that applying it topically is more effective and efficient in terms of getting the most concentration in your skin. But you shouldn't discount the fact that a lot of people don't like use vitamin C and don't do a skincare routine, but they still have vitamin C stores in their skin cells. And that comes from the diet. Some research has been done and they found that when eating vitamin C alone without any other supplement or vitamins, it's not as effective as protecting from photo damage, but when combined with vitamin E, it actually does show like a statistically relevant effect in protecting against UV irradiation. Almost every fruit and vegetable has some amount of vitamin C, and so it's not really hard to find any stores of those. And for vitamin E, you can find them for vitamin E, you can find them in nuts and seeds and some fruits and vegetables. You can find it in spinach, pumpkin, red bell pepper, asparagus, mangoes, avocados, peanuts, and then there's some oils too, but I don't tend to eat a lot of oils, so I didn't even point them out. But yeah, peanut and almond butter. So when you combine the two, that's when the bioavailability increases for vitamin C, and then helps that get into your skin to stave off those free radicals from causing a lot of damage. But that's how I've been doing it, and I really do think vitamin C has made a difference in the brightness of my skin. I know I've expressed some grief with using it for dark spots, and I think that there are plenty of ingredients out there on the market that can address dark spots that aren't vitamin C, but I really like vitamin C for the brightening effect overall on my skin, and then also for like collagen building as I get older. So it's something I want to keep using regularly in my skincare routine, and hopefully one day I'll be able to do it like every single day. I'll link the vitamin C derivative products in the description, and if I can find this one, Gliderm, this one was gifted to me a while ago, but this derivative one I bought, and I'll link them if I can find them in the description. So anyway, hopefully that helps you. Let me know what your current struggles are with vitamin C, if any, or if you have any additional tips for how you've overcome vitamin C. Let us know in the comments, because it could be helpful on top of like the things that I was personally able to think about. Thank you. Thanks for watching.